Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Coy Wire. This is CNN 10, your daily dose of news in 10 minutes. Now, our lead story today comes on a milestone of one of the darkest days in the history of the United States, September 11th. It has been 24 years since terror attacks shocked and changed the U.S. forever. The first half of today's show takes us through the events that happened on September 11th, 2001, leading to the phrase never forget, which remains to this day a heartfelt plea for Americans, especially those who lost loved ones and those who witnessed and survived the attack. Today, U.S. President Trump will honor those who died by attending a memorial at the Pentagon. Vice President J.D. Vance and Second Lady Usha Vance will travel to Ground Zero, where the Twin Towers once stood, for a memorial service. Each year in New York City, the names of all 2,977 victims are read aloud at the National September 11 Memorial and Museum. We will be showing some of the traumatic footage of what unfolded on this day 24 years ago, and it may not be appropriate for everyone. So please, especially if you're under the age of 13, ask an adult, a parent, a teacher if this content is safe for you to watch. We'll be sharing the devastating updates that came into CNN's newsroom. You'll hear the anguish and the confusion as the coverage turns from what some believe was an accident into the reality, which was an unprecedented attack on our homeland. If it's not appropriate for you, you can fast forward to the other stories of the day, sometime just past the half point of the show. Nearly 3,000 people were killed in a series of coordinated attacks carried out by the Al-Qaeda terror group at the direction of their leader, Osama bin Laden. Terrorists deliberately crashed commercial airplanes into the Twin Towers in New York City, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. It remains the deadliest terror attack to ever occur on U.S. soil.
This just in, you are looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
The plane just was coming in low, and the wingtips tilted back and forth, and then it flattened out. It looks like it's hit at a slight angle into the World Trade Center.
I'd say the whole takes about, 6-7 floors were taken out. And there's more explosions right now. Hold on, people are running.
Wait, hold on just a moment. We've got an explosion inside.
The building's exploding right now. You got people running up the street.
Okay, I'm sorry, Wendy.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. I have spoken to the Vice President, to the Governor of New York, to the Director of the FBI, and have ordered that the full resources of the federal government go to help the victims and their families, and to conduct a full-scale investigation to hunt down and to find those folks who committed this act.
We'll have a report now that it was a plane that crashed into the Pentagon, and we have a large fire at the Pentagon. The Pentagon is being evacuated. We have a report now that a large plane crashed this morning north of the Somerset County Airport, which is in western Pennsylvania, not too terribly far from Pittsburgh. We don't know if this is somehow connected to what has gone on in New York and Washington, but we do know that another plane has crashed, this one about 80 miles south of Pittsburgh, or at least to the southeast of Pittsburgh. You can see perhaps the second tower, the front tower, the top portion of which is collapsing. Good Lord. There are no words.
Our hearts go out to the families, to the individuals whose lives were changed forever by the tragedy that occurred on this day, September 11th, 24 years ago. All right, now we will pivot to get you some of the other top news stories of the day. In Europe, there's an unprecedented